Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Liel Eden and this is actually my first video back in a couple of months. I've been traveling for the past couple of months and now I'm finally back home and settled in, so I'm ready to start posting again and I'm super excited and grateful for that. And for my first video back, I thought I'd share a very powerful transformational lesson that the Bible has to teach us, and it's centered around the story of Noah, and it applies specifically to our generation. So if you're unfamiliar, Noah is the one who God chose to start the world with again, right? He's the one who God chose that he would survive the flood that would ultimately end the generation of the time. So to backtrack a little bit, God started the world with Adam and Eve. 10 generations from Adam and Eve came Noah. And within those 10 generations, the Bible tells us that humanity got exceedingly evil to the point that God decided that he would destroy all life on earth and he would start again with Noah. So God comes to Noah and tells him that he's going to destroy the world and that he's going to do it through a flood that is going to literally destroy all life on earth. And he tells Noah that he needs to build an ark, and this ark needs to be huge. It needs to be big enough to fit all animals in the entire world, right? A male and female from every single species of animal in the world. And the ark, who went into it, Noah, his wife, and his children, and their spouses. So all of Noah's immediate family. And Noah spent the next couple of years building an enormous ark. And eventually the flood came, and we're told that water poured for a year straight. And it ended all life on earth. The waters of the flood reached all the way to the mountaintops, the highest mountains in the world. And it destroyed everything until one day the water stopped and the water went down. And God tells Noah that he can exit the ark. Really, Noah sends out a bird and he realizes that since the bird could touch land, then that means that the waters went down enough. And he gets out of the ark and he finds himself in a world that wasn't like the one he left when he went inside of the ark, right? The world that he once knew was gone. A world that once had noise, voices, humans, life. It was now a desolate world. And to a certain degree, this broke Noah, right? He had to deal with the ruins of a desolate world and it broke him, right? And what does the Bible tell us? That Noah plants a vineyard and he makes wine and he drinks from it and he gets drunk repeatedly. Noah starts to get very drunk from this vineyard that he planted. Why does he do that? And here's the big lesson that I want to give over, is that Noah doesn't get drunk because he's weak. He gets drunk because he's human. Because even the most faithful, amazing people in this world also need times to forget the pain that they are going through, right? You have to imagine that Noah steps out into an empty world. Everything's destroyed. There's no life. There's nothing. Noah built an ark. He saved himself, right? He saved his immediate family. But the whole time that he was actually building the ark, he didn't think to convince other people to repent in order for them to be saved as well. It was only after the fact that he entered into this desolate world that he realized, oh my gosh, now it's just me. And he starts to feel this overwhelming sense of just survivor guilt and pain and brokenness. And so what does he do? He escapes. He drinks, right? And it's really important to realize, as I mentioned, that Noah doesn't drink because he's weak. He drinks because he's human, right? Every single human being on this earth has some kind of escape. We all have an escape, whether it's scrolling on your phone, whether it's food, whether it's Netflix, whether it's drinking, whether it's drugs, whatever it is, every human being has an escape that helps them escape from dealing with their real life. And it all started with Noah. We'll see that every human circumstance is found in the Bible. And the Bible actually teaches the way to deal with the issue. So Noah gets drunk, right? And he only causes more problems for himself as a result of it. Because of his drunkenness, he curses his son, he causes division between his family, and he causes more issues. And the lesson is what God tells Noah is, and this is kind of just like interpreting, God kind of tells Noah, you can escape. There are so many opportunities in this world where you can escape from your reality. But guess what? Escaping is not going to heal the pain. It's only going to prolong it. Eventually, you're going to have to face your reality. And that's what God tells Noach in a way. You can keep escaping, but eventually the wine is going to wear off. And you're going to have to deal with this world. And you're going to have to start again. You're going to have to replant, regrow, restart everything from zero. So you can keep on escaping. You can keep on getting drunk, but that's not going to get you anywhere. You cannot escape forever. Eventually, you are going to have to deal with the ruins. You are going to have to deal with reality. And you're going to have to start again. And the sooner that you come to terms with that, the sooner that you stop escaping from your issues and you start facing them head on, is the sooner that you can get past them, right? But we have such a hard time dealing with our issues. We have such a hard time feeling the things that we don't want to feel, accepting reality for what it is. One of the biggest roots of human suffering is that we fight reality, right? We fight what we can't change. And that's the root of our suffering. The moment that we can accept reality for whatever it may be is the moment we can create peace with it. And when we can do that, only then can we begin to move forward from whatever we are facing. But most of us, when we're uncomfortable with our feelings, we're uncomfortable with our pain, we seek escape, we seek a distraction. And it's nice, it's needed sometimes. Noach was the most faithful person out of his entire generation, so faithful, so righteous that God chose him to start the world over with. And yet even him, he needed moments to forget. He needed moments to escape, moments to distract himself, because what he was facing was too much for him to bear. But the message for Noach was, how long are you going to keep doing that for? How long are you going to keep on going in this cycle of escaping? Because this world that you keep trying to escape from, it's waiting for you. It's waiting for you to do, to create, to replant, to start again. So the same thing is true for your life. You have a ton of escapes in this time, everywhere. But God is waiting on you to say, that's it. I'm going to face my life for what it is. I'm going to accept it. And I'm going to rebuild from where I am. And I'm going to grow. I'm going to replant. And I'm going to move forward. So this is an extremely powerful lesson that we learn from Noach. That we are all Noach, right? All the characters in the Bible, they are archetypes that live within every single human being. So we all have our distractions. And it's normal, it's human. It doesn't make you weak to need to escape from your life, but it doesn't do anything productive. It only prolongs the pain, and most times it just exacerbates whatever problem you are dealing with. It makes it even a bigger problem when you escape from it too long. Because when you don't deal with the issue only gets worse. So yes, you can escape from whatever is appearing in your life. And it's nice, but wine doesn't last forever. And you can't distract yourself forever. And the life that you're avoiding is waiting for you. To look at it and to say, I'm going to get through this. I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to overcome this uncomfortable emotion. I'm going to go through everything I'm trying to escape. Because when you have God with you, you have to realize that you can overcome anything. Your problems may seem so big, but with God, they're minuscule. So that is a very short but very powerful message that the Bible has for us. In essence, yes, escaping is always an option, but it doesn't get you anywhere. At the end of the day, life is waiting for you to start again with it, to replant, to start off where you left off. You have to know that you are incredibly valuable and that God did not make you unless he knew that you had so much good to offer the world. And that applies for every single human being. You have incredible goodness within you to bestow on this world. And just because you may have made mistakes, just because you are in negative cycles or you have such a hard thing that you're going through, doesn't mean that you still don't have so much good waiting for you in life. Noah got out of the ark and saw a broken world, and he was in despair. How do I start from here? He was empty, he was desolate. He thought he made the biggest mistake of his life. He was starting to realize how could he only have saved himself? By the way, that's the reason that God made the covenant with Abraham and not with Noah. The covenant of passing on to Abraham all the promises that he made to him. He made them with Abraham and not with Noah. Why? Because Noah only saved himself when God was waiting for him to get others to repent, to get others to change their ways. But Noah thought, okay, I can save myself, whereas Abraham was the kind of person who thought about other people. As it says in the Bible that he brought 70 souls with him from Haran, right? That means that there were 70 souls that he had impacted, he had influenced when he figured out that there's a monotheistic God in the world, that there's only one power, and he started to learn the values of this God. He couldn't keep it to himself. He had to share it with all the people that were around him. That was the difference between Noah and Abraham. And when Noah got out of the ark, he came to terms with that. Wow, I only saved myself. And he lived with this terrible guilt. And he had to face a broken world, desolation, and he just couldn't bear it. So he escaped it, right? And we all have that same thing that we experience, where maybe we've done a terrible mistake and we can't bear it. We need to escape ourselves because we can't deal with being in our own thoughts, in our own minds. But for how long? How long are you going to escape the life that's waiting for you to rebuild? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it brought much light into your lives, and make sure to subscribe if you're interested in seeing more videos like this one, and give this video a thumbs up. And by the way, if you're interested, Thursday night, October 23rd, God willing, I will be giving an online class all about the Hebrew month that we're entering into, the month of Cheshvan. It's all about the secrets and very powerful ideas of this month that really have transformatory concepts within it. We're also going to be doing a deep meditation. So I hope you could join us. And if you can't be live, then the recording will be sent out via email afterwards. So I would love to see you there. I'd love to get to know you. And if you can't make it live, then the recording will be sent out afterwards. But regardless, I hope that this message resonated with you. And God willing, the main takeaway is, yes, you can distract yourself, but the life that God has for you is waiting for you. And you need to put down the distraction. You need to put down the wine in order to reach the life that's been waiting for you. Wishing you all the best.